Hey folks, welcome back to the channel and another episode of Match Roast with Mordecai, where I break down stages, talk tactics, and point out mistakes to help you get better at cowboy action. Today we are back at my home club at the Texas Tin Horns, where Panhandle Slim has written the stages. So let's jump right in. Here's what you missed on the range. Alright, so I know it says stage 4 in the picture, but I like to review the stages in the order that I shot them. This adds relevance like going in cold or being warmed up for that speedy stage where I just nailed everything. So stage 1 for me was at Rudoso's buckboard, where we have pistol stage on the horse, rifle in the center of the wagon, and shotgun on the far left at the back of the wagon. Gun order is shooter's choice, and we are starting with hands on hat. At the beep, engage the targets in a pea picker sweep starting from either end. So basically, we're alternating 1-on-1 and 2-on-2. Shotgun makeups must be made from where engaged, and pistols may be restaged or holstered. So looks like fun. Let's see how it went.
All right, bring him in.
As soon as I went
Stand
like
by. Slow down. I got it clean. 1, 6, 4, 7.
Okay, so I know I made a big deal about shooting cold a second ago, and before you give me too much credit, I will say that this was shot on a Sunday and I also participated in a match the day before, so not completely cold. I will take this as a sign that I need to sign up for the warm-up stages when I go to big competitions though, so always something to learn. Okay, so back to tactics here. I am of course starting with the pistols to eliminate the risk of a stuck hull on the second shotgun pair. And you might have seen me pull this trick with the pistols before if you've watched some of my other videos. Since the instructions state that the pistols can be reholstered, I bring the second one with me so I can be putting it away as I move to the rifle rather than having to go back to the table before I can move. Now, I will say that I saw a couple people start with the shotgun and then they took a step to the right while shucking so they could combine the long gun transition at the center of the wagon, which was awesome. I'm not sure it's worth trading out the risk of a stuck hull, but if the instructions had been different or if I'd wanted to practice shotgun first, that definitely would have been the way to do it. Stage 2 is at Bart's Bordello, where we have pistols holstered in the doorway, rifle staged on the bed, and shotgun in the left window. Order is pistol, rifle, shotgun, or shotgun, rifle, pistol. So basically, shooter's choice, and we are starting with hands on the bell cord or window frame. The pattern is 2 identical 1-2-3-2-3 sweeps, starting from either end. Shotgun makeups must be made up from where engaged, rifle must be shot from the bed, and pistols from the doorway. So pretty straightforward. Let's see how it went.
Get out of the way. Stand by. One, 8, 8, 3.
Okay, so pistols first, of course. I am back from the doorway so I can step around the foot of the bed easier and squared up with the targets. I'm turned to the right a little bit, which is why I look kind of twisted here, but the idea is I don't have to move my feet after the buzzer goes off, and I can concentrate on getting on target as quickly as possible. I am pulling the trigger once I'm sighted in on the first target, and then holding it down and using the hammer as the firing mechanism as I sweep over the rest of them. The rifle was pretty straightforward, but I was proud of the left hand turn and discard when I was through with it. Now, I did see some folks shoot the shotgun first and take it with them after the second pair so they could shuck while moving, which is a great idea. But I also noticed while recording this that the instructions don't say you have to shoot the shotgun from the window, so maybe bringing it to the bed to engage the targets might be an interesting move. Unfortunately, this is a plant and poke range, which means you can't load the shotgun while moving, but it is allowed for SAS rules, meaning it could definitely be an advantage at a sanctioned event. Anyway, moving right along to stage 3 at Gunsmoke, where we have pistols holstered and the rifle and shotgun staged in the left window. The order is rifle, shotgun, pistol, and starting with hands on the staged rifle. At the beep, engage the rifle targets by triple tapping an outside target, then double tapping the center target, then repeat using the other outside target. Grab the shotgun and engage those targets in the center opening, then make shotgun safe and engage the pistol targets from the right window. So, sounds like all the decisions are made for us. Let's see how it went.
You got a fight coming, and it's coming today. Stand by. 1852. 1852 and clean. Awesome.
So while I'm watching the video, it doesn't look like a big deal, but at the time, that little stumble after the rifle felt like someone had literally pulled the carpet out from under me. I know we usually get a warning that the ground can be uneven or slick, but it's never really been an issue for me until today. So I guess the moral of the story is it's okay to take your time and check out your footing before you say the line. Fortunately, despite some fumbling with the shells, I did manage to recover pretty well and remembered my plan for shooting these shotgun targets. Rather than shooting left to right like I normally would, I started on the right since those targets come into view first. Then I'm able to take a step while shucking and shoot the remaining targets from farther to the right. After the shotgun, I've been working on getting that first pistol out sooner so I can be pushing towards the target as I drop the shotgun in the window, and I was pretty happy about that here. I also talked last time about using the table rather than going back to leather, so this was a great opportunity to try that too. I did remember to use the table, but I should have discarded the first pistol with my left hand so I could be reaching for the second pistol with my right hand. So I thought the stage went pretty well for almost falling and trying two new tricks. It could have been faster, but it's rare to get something right on the first try, and even harder when trying multiple things. Moving on to stage 4 at Fort Jackson, where we have pistols holstered and the rifle and shotgun staged anywhere safely. The gun order is shooter's choice, and we are starting with hands at low surrender. At the beep, engage the targets by triple tapping the first target, then alternate the two middle targets twice, then triple tap the last target. So 1 1, 2 3, 2 3, 4 4 4. The shooter must use both openings, and shotgun makeups must be made up from where engaged. So we got some options here. Let's see how it went.
Let's make some noise.
Stand by. 1723.
Okay, so the big question is, of course, when to move, but we also need to figure out starting position and gun order, which kind of go together. The right window has the best angle for the pistol targets, but the rifle and shotgun can be comfortably shot from either window. So if we're ending with the shotgun, that leaves rifle or pistol first. The shelves on this stage are so low that I was worried that trying to draw my cross-draw pistol while I was bent over it would be awkward. And I felt like any advantage that I would have gained shooting the rifle first would be negated if I started with my strong side pistol. So definitely starting with pistols in the right window. Now, when to move. Since I'm shooting cross-draw, I return the second pistol with my right hand to leather, which means I can't be reaching for the next gun until I've completed that movement. So the most economic thing for me is to combine that action with a step to the left window. That leaves us with the super efficient rifle to shotgun transition, and I don't have to worry about moving in between shotgun pairs. I did see some folks use the shotgun shuck to move, but if you miss a target, you have to make it up where engaged, so it's way more risky. Moving on, stage 5 is at the line shack, where we have shotgun in hands or staged on the stove, rifle on the stove, and pistols holstered. The gun order is shooter's choice, rifle not last. The pattern is a single tap sweep for the 3 vertical targets, and then double tap an outside target. Then repeat and double tap the other outside target. Pistols from the right side of the post, rifle in the middle, and shotgun in the doorway on the left. So that's interesting. Let's see how it went.
Let's let some grub, shorty.
Stand by.
Okay, so the stage notes say that you can sweep the vertical targets up or down, but that seems like a red herring to me. Anytime you have stacked targets, you want to start at the bottom and work your way up so that you can see the next thing you're aiming at. I did see a couple people try to shoot the second sweep from top to bottom, either on the rifle or pistol, and they all missed a target on the way down. One thing I did a little differently today was I put the shotgun and the rifle on the same side of the stove. Now, normally I would place one on each side of the stove, so I have plenty of room to pick up and discard, but I want to get used to working in tighter spaces, and placing them next to each other has a couple of perks. The first big advantage to having them staged next to each other is combining the pickup and discard. When they're on different sides, it turns into 3 different motions: discard, step, and pickup. The other advantage is footwork. Because they're on the left side of the stove, I only have to turn to the left once. I have 2 steps to get my pistol put away, and then when I pick up the shotgun, I can do a backwards cross step to get to the window without having to turn my shoulders. If I'm coming from the right shelf, my body is turned to the left, and I have to stop and turn back to the right before I can present and load the shotgun. And here we are, already at the final stage. Today at the Sweaty Balls Saloon, we have pistols holstered, rifles staged in the bar, and the shotgun staged anywhere safely. The order is shooter's choice, rifle not last, and starting with hands on gun or guns of choice. The pattern is a continuous Nevada sweep, double tapping the outside targets. Pistols engaged from the left doorway, rifle from the bar, and shotgun from the right window. So that sounds easy enough. Let's see how it went.
That'll do, so long as it's fast.
Stand by. Down. 1781.
Okay, so I guess going back and forth between cross draw and double strong side has caught up with me here, but aside from forgetting how to holster for a second, I feel like this stage went pretty well. For these armadillos, I'm holding the trigger down so my sights are locked into place, and I'm trying to be as smooth as possible as I turn my upper body. The armadillos are notorious for jumping, so I want to make sure that I'm really solid on my vertical aim, especially for the double taps on the ends. I have the rifle set in the middle of the bar so I can use the steps to holster my second pistol, and it squares me up nicely with the rifle targets. And I have the shotgun staged close at hand so I can combine that transition. Anytime I'm using a long gun, I like to focus on really pulling it into my shoulder, which gives me a rock solid foundation to keep the sights from traveling while I work the lever. This principle also applies with the shotgun. After I get around the window, I have the stock pulled tight into my shoulder and aimed at the first target, so as soon as those barrels lock into place, I'm ready to rock and roll. It also helps control recoil so I can get those follow up shots off faster. Okay, so at the end of the day, my overall time for 6 stages came out to 104.92, which is pretty awesome for me. But if you want a better idea of what I'm striving for, you can see Rusty Remington's times in the top spot. He has me consistently beat by about 3 seconds a stage, so there's definitely room for improvement. No misses today, which is good, but I may need to start pushing a little to see where I can shave some seconds. Anyway, I think that's all I have for today. Big thanks to Braveheart Bill and Sopapia Sue for holding the camera. Y'all did a great job, and I really appreciate your help. If you enjoyed this video and want more, be sure to check out the rest of my match rest videos, or drop me a comment if you have thoughts or questions. And hit the like and subscribe button to help me out and get notifications when new videos drop. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see y'all on the range.